So I was reading in my Bible a while back and came across this passage in Judges, Judges chapter 11, talking about Japheth and just some of his growing up and family history. He had a pretty rough go of it, but basically he was promised to be ruler over all of the people if he would help win in a battle against the Ammonites. And as he was leading into battle, he said this, or the Bible has this to say about him. Starting in chapter 29, Japheth's vow. At that time, the Spirit of the Lord came upon Japheth. He went throughout the land of Gilead and Manasseh, including Mizpah and Gilead, and from there he led an army against the Ammonites. And Japheth made a vow to the Lord. He said, "If you give me victory over the Ammonites, I will give the Lord whatever comes out of my house to meet me when I return in triumph." If he'd have stopped there, this story wouldn't have even caught my attention. But he goes on to say, "I will sacrifice it as a burnt offering." We'll keep going and come back to it. So Japheth led his army against the Ammonites, and the Lord gave him victory. He crushed the Ammonites, devastating about 20 towns from Aroer to an area near Minnith, and as far away as Abel Keramim. In this way, Israel defeated the Ammonites. When Japheth returned home to Mizpah, his daughter came out to meet him. As a father of 3, that verse hit me really hard. Where were we? Playing on a tambourine and dancing for joy. She was his one and only child. He had no other sons or daughters. When he saw her, he tore his clothes in anguish. "Oh, my daughter," he cried out, "you have completely destroyed me. You have brought disaster on me." So he's already blaming other people for making this vow. "You've brought disaster on me, for I have made a vow to the Lord that I cannot take back." And she said, "Father, if you have made a vow to the Lord, you must do to me what you have vowed. For the Lord has given you a great victory over your enemies, the Ammonites. But first, let me do this one thing. Let me go up and roam in the hills and weep with my friends for 2 months, because I will die a virgin." "You may go," Japheth said, and he sent her away for 2 months, and she and her friends went into the hills and wept because she would never have children. When she returned home, her father kept the vow he had made, and she died a virgin. And I don't really know what to do with that. Clearly, Japheth made this vow out of desperation because he wanted to be the ruler.